Indeed, greetings unto you, my beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I really appreciate your presence. If you enjoy what it is I'm doing, do consider leaving a like on the video, consider subscribing, and leave a comment, please. I try and answer every single one of them. And there we go, going live again. It has been a very eventful day. Let me just say eventful. I've been having chats. I feel like there was a pivotal moment, a moment of change, a moment of coming to realize, and I feel good for it. I feel really good for it. I've been talking to friends like the whole day, literally the whole day, and I didn't get to study, but I feel like that's also for the best. Like everything is exactly as it should be, and it was a good day. I'm more than happy to have helped. Hey Lane, how are you, my friend? Just talking about you, technically. Hope that you're well. Hope that aren't you at school right now? Why do I have a feeling like you are at school right now? Huh? You skipping class to watch the stream? And now I'm wondering, am I amiss? Do I have my wires crossed? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. It's been a hot day again. Are you about to mortar and pestle that we... Yeah, friend, it's been mortar and pestle. It's been mortar and pestle. It is mortar and pestled already. I am now, so let me show you what it is I'm doing. So there's pieces like this that technically have been completely, like the structural integrity of them have been destroyed. So then I just kind of pull them apart, and then there are small pieces. Because I don't, like, this thing can really go fine, so I'll be smoking dust if I continue mortar and pestling it. But like with the way that I do it, I go for like a few passes, and then I just make sure I take out all of the sticks and stuff. Hey to you as well, ghoulish jet. Hey friend, hi. What do you think about the Black Lives Matter movement? I believe that every single race on this planet needs a voice, friend. And that's how much I'll go in on the topic. Every single race needs a voice, and we should stop separating ourselves and realize that we should live in unity. Because that's going to be the only way that we save our planet. No movement other than complete unity among all races is going to be the answer, unfortunately, friend. Aloha, my friend. Aloha to you as well, Brenda. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you're well, hope you're healthy, and I hope it's going well with your family. I've seen a few of Brenda's family members. She has a handsome son. Makes me think of like one of those Hawaiian guys that would just come and give you a bear hug. Very warm looking family. Makes me happy to see. Man, life is profound. Stoners are always so friendly and woke. I don't think they're always friendly and woke. I feel that people that tend to be friendly and woke just also happen to gravitate towards weed. Because it is something that, adds to the experience. Like that's one of the things that I've always also realized is that you shouldn't use it to enhance your experience or experience. You should use it to add to your experience. Because as soon as you become too obsessed with needing weed to enhance the experiences that you have, because especially with like food and stuff, I know I used to be a victim to this myself, where I would not eat something unless I've smoked. And it got so like almost habitual, I want to say, that I would like my mom would buy us chocolates, and then everybody would eat their chocolates, and I wouldn't because I wanted to like get blazed at nighttime and then eat my chocolate. And yeah, I don't think that is a healthy way to to use marijuana and to see it, because you're constantly then almost creating this barrier between your enjoyment and the thing that it is you're doing. So kind of have this prerequisite, uh, what's the other word, ultimatum, not exactly, you're just doing something for the wrong intent. And I've become very aware of that, and I feel like I've come over, or I've passed that part of myself. Mm, mm. And I'm very happy and very fortunate and very grateful that I could do that. Hmm. Yes, he's a lot like me. Not as sweet as me. Of course not, Brenda. How could he be? He has to be a strong masculine man. It is unfortunately part of our society that men shouldn't be sweet, right? Men should be strong and powerful. And I feel like it's a disconnect. We don't get to be ourselves. Sometimes men can be sweet as well. Men can be sweet as well. Say crunchy crab. Crunchy crab has been said, friend. Where are you? I'm in South Africa. That's right. Thank you. Pasty? Pasty thumb? Thank you, friend. I appreciate you helping. This is an introspective man. Sometimes too much, friend. Sometimes a little bit too much. The introspection at some point has to stop, right? Does it? Does it have to stop? Maybe not. But it can be tiring. Let me just say that. If anything, it can be tiring. Because especially when you're feeling things, and then you're feeling something that you see as negative or other, and then you're like, why is it I'm feeling this negative thing? And then you feel negative about you feeling negative about negative thing, and then it becomes like this feedback loop. So like there should be a point. It's actually something I talked to Naomi about today, where we get so in our own heads, and like it's really hard to get out of that loop, because it's a reoccurring thing, and it happens over and over again. And like I said to her as well, it's just like taking a deep breath. Not so much the deep breath that helps, but then blowing it out really slowly. Yeah, that feels good. That feels like proper good. It's like taking control over something that is manual. And also, like when you breathe out, your heart rate drops, and when you breathe in, your heart rate accelerates, because it needs to take up oxygen when you breathe in and then expel carbon dioxide when you breathe out. And the carbon dioxide expelling process isn't quite as urgent, or doesn't need that much blood flow, I guess. But yeah, taking control of ourselves. Introspection, constant awareness, constant asking ourselves why it is we're thinking and saying the things that we're saying. Something I've had to become more aware of than ever, especially with the streams, and especially with the things I've been going through lately. Uh, yeah, like you really become aware of the things you think. And I'm a very critical person, especially with myself. Kind of beat myself up sometimes, and yeah, then like we kind of let ourselves run away with the negative thoughts, So bring it back to the positive, even though the negative thoughts, when the negative, or like, there is no such thing as negativity. Like that's something that we create within ourselves, but there are hardships and there are hard experiences that we kind of have to come to terms with, so that we can grow from them as well. And I think that's the most important thing to see. Do not see our hardships, do not see our pain, and do not see our problems as something that is being done to us, but it's being done for us. And you've probably heard that saying as well, but it's so true. It's so, so true. I'm getting so tickled by my own hair. It's not being done to me, it's being done for me. Yeah, I have to get tickled so I can be a little bit distracted. uh, where do you work at? I don't work, friend, at the moment. I don't have a traditional job, at least. I'm a creator, in every sense of the word. Do you think I'm a sweet man? I do, actually, Lane. I actually do, friend. Like, honestly, I really do. And I really like your glasses as well. I don't know why. I mean, it's not something that is of you. So it's maybe like a little bit of a shallow compliment. But you really rock them, friend. Like, I think you're a sweet man, friend. Absolutely. Love you, brother. Great energy. Wish I was blazing with you. You can. You can blaze with me. But you don't have to blaze with me. I can blaze for the both of us. What are you making? I'm making a little joint, my friend. And it's been made. Like, I'm getting better and better at rolling joints, it seems. Because it used to take me like 17 minutes or something to roll these things, and now it's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But then again, if you do anything over and over again, you're bound to get good, right? No way. It's the Afrikaans, dude. It is the Afrikaans, dude. I'm not only Afrikaans, though. Obviously, as humans have multifaceted personalities. I'm more than just my language. Don't you dare. No, I'm just joking, Fred. I'm just joking. Love away. Think what you may think. All of it's in perfect union. Beautiful day. It is a beautiful day, friend. I was so aware of perspective today. I reframed where I wanted to sit like 3 times, and I'm happy that I finally settled, actually. And thank you for joining the Universe stream. I appreciate your presence, friend. He's making an AC system because it's hot. Like all the time. It is pretty hot today, but it's not that brutal. Like, it's been hotter in South Africa, so I'm grateful for the not as hot as it could be temperature. Is it as dangerous as people make it out in South Africa? Sometimes it can be, especially if you're messing around in the wrong neighborhoods or the wrong areas in a city, or if you're alone. Like, it can be, friend. Let me just say that it can be dangerous, but it doesn't have to be dangerous. Nowhere has to be dangerous. I believe our country is going to become prosperous, wealthy, evolving, a country where you can raise your kids in, a country where people are helping each other, a country where people love each other, a country where I can meet the love of my life. Yeah, I believe all of these things for South Africa, and I'm speaking it into its future. Came here after being on Gare Bear's stream for a bit, but then it froze for me, feeling a bit guilty as I'm sitting in the back room at work and may have to leave at any moment. Don't worry, Naomi, don't worry at all. Thank you for being here anyway. And I know you'll probably watch the YouTube video a little bit later. So if any of you are interested, I do post these streams to YouTube as well. So I look forward to seeing you there if I can't see you here. I'm from Hawaii. These long, difficult words are way over my head. Just kidding. Introspective. I got it now. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. You're so, so welcome, Brenda. Thank you so much for talking to me today, by the way. You're welcome, Naomi. You're always welcome. What are you doing? I rolled myself a joint. I'm taking sips of water. I'm breathing air, and I'm having chats, friend. That's like the gist of what it is I'm doing. Bro, please hurry and light that thing. I'm starting to twitch. You're getting some spasms. Okay, fine, I'll light it. But before I do, I have to set an intent for why it is I want to smoke this today. Hmm. I think. Hmm. I feel like completion or loop or cycle or I'm not exactly sure which word it is I'm looking for, but I feel like I was on a mini journey the last like five, yeah, the last like 5 days, and I feel I finally reached the finish line. And in thinking that I've reached the finish line, I should realize that I'm far away from the finish line. But in my mind, I feel like I've made enough progress, or there was a conclusion in the thing that I was struggling with, and yeah, I feel a lot better for it. So to completing things that we're going through. Yeah. That's my intent for today. Thank you for the hugs, Naomi. I do appreciate it, my beloved and holy friend. Sometimes you have to ground yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's something that I've become very aware of as well, and it's something that my body almost tells me instinctively these days. So I've been doing like morning streams where I dance, and I've just been going for it, and it's exhausting. Like I don't know if you notice on the streams, but my entire shirt is like soaked in sweat by the end of those dancing streams with the amount of effort I put into it. And like some days, like my body, like the day before, it tells me like, bruh, no dancing tomorrow. You're gonna have to take it easy. And then I usually spend the same time I would be dancing meditating, and then just basically grounding myself again, as you said, friend. And it always feels good. It always brings me back to that state of calm, that state of certainty, that stillness within myself. So it's something that I'd highly encourage for you to do as well. Like try and practice some meditation. Like I know it is something that I'll probably say on most of these streams, but meditation is something that has been life changing. Thank you, Universe Dream, for shouting out the Meltmore YouTube friend, really. And thank you for the bless up. I appreciate that as well, my friend. Well, then, just keep talking. I will. I will. Absolutely. Yes, very true about the hardships and pain. I believe the same thing. It is. It really is that way. It is unfortunate. No, no. Don't say unfortunate. Like, unfortunate is such a. It's a word I use a lot, unfortunately. Oh no, I'm in a loop. But it's something I want to stop saying because there's no such thing as something that's unfortunate. There's only the thought in your head. You see the thing, and then you say to yourself, "Oh, that's unfortunate." But everything is perfectly neutral. It's only your thought that makes it unfortunate. You should become aware of that. What are we puffing today? I'm puffing on some lemon haze, my friend. Some lemon haze. Duh, he's a smoker. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, friend. Uh, what up, yo? Not too much, my friend. Not too much. Things have been calm. Things have gotten a lot better as well. Like I was in emotional turmoil up until like literally 40, maybe 50 minutes ago. And then a conclusion came. And now I feel a lot better. I feel a lot lighter as well. I feel like I'm not attached to this feeling anymore, and I'm very happy to say that. Hello, everyone. Hello to you as well, my friend. Thank you for sharing love. Good morning, friend. Looks like it was a beautiful day in South Africa today. Break from the rain. We have actually had a break from the rain. So, my mom dared to wash her car. We do live on a farm, so it's like mud, mud, all the way like to the main road. So like she was like, I can wash my car again because it's not absolutely soaked anymore. We'll be ripping a blueberry cookies bong hit as soon as I'm finished. As soon as I finish a work call, can't wait. That sounds like a fun time, my friend. I hope your work call goes well. I hope it's not like a ultra important one of those where it's like you have to go and like sell something. Selling something over a phone. Like always gave me some sort of anxiety. Maybe it's like my need to perform or my need to succeed, and I was like, no, I have to do this. And then if I can't do it, I like beat myself up. So I hope it's not one of those cases, and I hope you enjoy your. Let me read that again. Blueberry cookies. That sounds amazing. Yeah, it looks beautiful there today. It's foggy where I am. It's foggy where you are. Hmm. I don't know why, but like the first thing that comes up to my mind when I think of foggy weather is foglets. Is it foglets? I think they're called foglets, right? From The Witcher 3. Man, that stuff, it's pretty scary. Yeah. Like me and my friend, we really enjoy the Witcher game, and we like to discuss what it would be like if monsters like that were to live in our world. And you're just like a peasant. Like we're living in this home, and then like some sort of benign monster, like a fiend or something, just comes and fucks our shit up. Like, what are we to do? Like we can literally do nothing. Our guns won't do jack. None of it will do anything. We're just like completely helpless to this monster. And then there's this Witcher dude. He just has a sword, and he just goes and hack and slashes at them. And man, it's a fun game. It really is a fun game. I feel like, where is this? This is South Africa, friend. I feel like I should do is be a nomad and help people when I can. Maybe that's exactly what you need to do, friend. If that is what your soul calls out for, then that is exactly what you need to do. It's snowing here. Does it ever snow in South Africa? I've lived here for almost, almost like 21 years, and it hasn't snowed once. Not at least where I am. It snows in some places, but like a little bit, just a little bit. I've never been able to make a snowman, and I've never seen snow myself. So hopefully one day. Hopefully you'll be there when I make my first snowman. Getting close to people has never been good for me. Getting close to people has never been good for you, friend. Maybe that is something within yourself that needs correcting first. Do you completely and utterly love yourself to the point where you have no lack for love, and that you have an abundance of love so you can give love to others? Because if you get close to people with the intent of taking love from them, it will never be good for you. How is it in Africa? It's hot in Africa, friend. It's hot, but it's beautiful. It's vibrant. It's healthy. Yeah. All of those things. Lions, tigers, bears. Lions, tigers, bears. I don't know if you're talking about my little Witcher rant, but lions, tigers, and bears ain't got nothing on a fiend. Sounds like a reflection moment. It is. It is a reflection moment, and I actually reflected with him. What is your YouTube channel name? The YouTube channel name is Meltmore, my friend. Meltmore. Yes, and Universe Dream was more than willing and right on it to help as well. Thank you, friend. Do you have a screw loose? Maybe. Maybe like a few of them. Maybe the ones that were tying me down. Maybe. Have you seen any animals? So yeah, actually yesterday I meditated right here, and I was just looking out like on the scene behind me, and a little deer came into our yard, and he was super curious about me. He was just like looking at me, getting a little bit closer, getting a little bit closer. He got so close I thought he was gonna try and touch me, but he was like 10 meters away when he opted out of it, and he went his own way. It was quite surreal, very tranquil. Yeah, we're ready for the light. We're ready for the light. Yeah, I agree. We are. I think we are, friend. And I think that's why humanity is going through as much turmoil as it is right now. It's because, like, every single time there's going to be a massive change, there is going to be some growing pains coming with it, unfortunately. Typical people asking you to light it. People will ask me to light it, friend, and they're probably asking me right now because it's not lit. So I'm going to light it to those of you in the future comments that I will read asking me to smoke it, and then I'll smoke it again when I read those comments in the future. Yeah. mm. It creates expectations, even if I try to avoid it. Why do you think expectations is a bad thing, friend? I don't think it's a bad thing to expect things of each other. Quite the contrary. I think expecting things of each other allows us to grow. Because if your parents didn't expect you to eat your food, you would not have gotten as far as you have, would you have? And they also had a relationship with you. They got close to you. So see it for the good that it can have, friend. Got to go now. See you as well, my friend. You should light it for the tree of life. I probably will at one point, friend. I probably will. Just because it's a good reason, as I need to smoke. If you have a good reason to smoke, friend, and you smoke for the right intent, don't have a good reason to smoke and then smoke because you want to smoke, but form the good reason first. I feel like reason and intent aren't exactly interchangeable. Technically, they are, but I feel like intent has a little bit more power in the way that I use the word, and it comes back to commitment as well. Like if I'm very committed to what it is I'm doing right now, and with setting intent for the things that I want, and it's something I said yesterday as well, but I want to say it again today. Commitment is the deliberate choice that something will be so. Commitment is the deliberate choice that something will be so. So you have to commit to smoking for the right reasons, friend. To smoke for your own personal growth, your own personal betterment, because then you're committed and you're making the deliberate choice that it will be so. And it's power, friend. We take that power back just because it's a great reason. Nice hair. Thank you, friend. I like setting an intent for smoking. Never heard of it. You've never heard of it, friend. I don't think it's something that I invented, but it's something that I started doing on these streams. And it's something that I kind of alluded to, started doing unintentionally. I started writing my values on the garrix of my joints. And I realized that within writing that value on the garrick, I was setting an intent for that joint, even though I couldn't read it while I was smoking it. But, like, funnily enough, after I smoked the joint, I would open the garrick up and I would read the intent that was written in it. And almost every single time, it was so relevant to the thoughts I was having and the things I was feeling. So setting an intent is extremely powerful. Is it legal in South Africa? Yes, friend. Yes, it is. Or technically, it's been decriminalized. So it's legal for you to have in your house, legal for you to have in your car, legal for you to have on your person, not legal for you to sell or buy. Bro, living the life, smoking a J, chilling in nature. Godspeed. Thank you, friend. Godspeed to you as well. Yes, we all smoke in South Africa. I don't think we all do, but I think more and more people are starting to. Especially like the older people, which is surprising me because they were the ones touting and teaching us in schools how if you smoke weed once, you're like perma addicted and it's gonna ruin your life and it's gonna make you think you're a box of milk and all of these fear mongerings. It's kind of hilarious. Meditation has been life changing for me. You see, friend, I'm happy that it has helped you as much as it helped me. I hope that more people actually try it because it's something that I tell a lot of people, like a lot of people, but I'll be surprised if 1% of them have ever actually done it. I don't know why we have so much resistance towards it. It doesn't really make sense to me, but then again, everything is not for everyone, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Does ninjas make does ninja make hour with you? I don't know what you mean, friend, but no, I don't think so. Favorite band? Like right now, It's not exactly a band, but it's an artist called Menumas. I feel like if I have to call, but my favorite band then in that case would be Sum 41. Yeah, probably. But that's also music that I listened to a very long time ago and when I was a lot younger, so who knows? Maybe my favorite band is still out there somewhere. Those guys are scary. The Hunt Buffalo? Yeah, they are pretty scary. Take the fattest pool you can. I'll take a pretty fat pool. Hmm. To completion, huh? To completion, yeah. I will probably have to leave before you get to the question live, but of course, I will always watch on YouTube tonight. How hot does it usually get there in the summer? I usually hate anything above 25 degrees Celsius. Ooh, Naomi, it gets like 46 degrees Celsius here. It gets blazing hot, like so hot that you feel like you're melting. But but it also doesn't get as cold here, so to some people that would be a silver lining. But yeah, it gets hot, like hot, hot. Like I don't think you would enjoy it much if you if 25 degrees and up is uncomfortable. Yes, brother, we are not the mind. Yes, we are not the mind. We're not the body. We're something far beyond that. Lemon haze is a great morning toke. It is. It's a very nice sativa, at least the one that I have. Very high in THC as well, which I'm very, very grateful for. Do you meditate? Yes. Yes, friend. Yes, I do. It's not morning to this to this guy, to this friend. Thank you. Yeah, you're right, friend. It's not morning. It's not morning. Love the sativa. Me too, friend. How old are you? I'm 22 years old. At least my body is. Hello to you as well. Altruistic pirate. Hey, what are your views on the Emoji Movie? I've not seen it, friend. And I never will. Maybe never is a strong term. I've not seen it. Let me just say that, friend. I think that is indication enough. I see you're another man of culture. I just smoked indica. You smoked indica? I think. Oh, you mean the actual weed smoking? I thought you meant because we both smoke indica. A little bit of a brain fart on my side, but yeah, definitely we're men of culture, right? Mm. Thank you for the wholesome real delay. I appreciate it, my friend. Sell me a toilet that flushes counterclockwise. That sounds very interesting. Hmm. Does that make a difference? It's still a toilet. It still flushes. It doesn't make a difference. That's my selling point. Like, if you need a toilet, then buy it. The fourth Hemsworth brother. Long lost one, dude. Long lost one. Hey man, you're amazing and awesome. Keep up the positive energy. Love from Montana. Blue Dream is what I'm smoking. Minus 15 degrees here in Montana right now. Ooh, that's a oof, dude. Oh, that's really cold. But at least the Blue Dream must be nice. I hope that you're enjoying it. Thank you for your kind and beautiful words. And I appreciate you, friend, really. I love you. Thanks, here, love. Blue Dream is my all-time favorite. Smoking White Widow. I've never smoked White Widow, but it's something I've always wanted to smoke, interestingly enough. It's like one of the first strains I ever heard about, like with smoking weed. Like White Widow and Northern Lights, for some reason, were the two strains that I always heard about, but I've never smoked them, so maybe someday. Ever played Monster Hunter? No, I've not, but I want to as well. Why am I watching a high dude while I'm being high? I don't know, friend. Maybe you're drawn here for a reason. Maybe you should hear the things that I have to say. Maybe I have to hear the things that you have to say. The universe is infinitely complex, and it's absolutely beautiful how it brings people together. Like with the technology we have right now, we can already touch each other's lives, and it's amazing to me. And I'm very enthusiastic about where it's yet to go. Hmm. The world needs more melt more. Friend, the world needs more love, not melt more. The world needs more love. Stoner moment. It happens, friend. Melt more on YouTube. Yes, friend. Thank you so much. Damn it, you look so much like my cuz. Do I? Thank you, I guess. It's nice to remind you of family. Blue Dream is my favorite. Tool smoking sunset sherbet today. A two, so not tool. That's a little bit far away. Sunset sherbet. So many cool strains. So many cool strains. I'm jealous of how many strains I've not smoked. No, not jealous. I'm excited that there are so many strains out in the world and that I might experience all of them eventually. I feel like when I get really into like my older ages, like when I'm in my 40s, I'm going to be super obsessed with smoking different strains and experiencing different terpene profiles. Right now, I get to be chill. I get to be like, it is marijuana. Man, the mosquitoes are eating me again. It itches. Like they can take some blood, but don't make me itch. Yo. Like it's such a scummy move. Let me say that. What are those birds? Oh, there's a lot of them, friend. Some kingfishers, some katlachters, some kweefels, some hmm, like I don't know all of their names actually, but there are a bunch of them, friend. Bunch of them. If you can spot them and tell, please do. What is your intent today? My intent is completion, friend. Completion of the things that I struggle with. Completion of the things that I hold on to, that I become attached to, and moving past them. It's I feel like it's a very important intent. But you're sweating like all the time. Why would you live that life? It is not something that I exactly chose, friend. Well, I guess it is, but not in the traditional sense. I was born here, so I kind of grew up here as well. You get used to the heat. Also have No Rockin' and White LSD. Man, such cool strains actually. Universe Dream, you always have cool strains though. Like I've noticed actually. How far behind is he on the comments? I'm 8 minutes behind, friend. Like don't think I don't know, but I don't want to skip any of your comments because I care for every single one of you and I want every single one of you to know that you have a place here. So I try and read all of the comments. Very far since he smoked. Don't don't say that. He's over 5 minutes behind. Yeah, you're right, friend. It's 8 minutes actually, but yeah. Some 41. I haven't heard them in a hot minute. Me too, actually. Interestingly enough, like it's been months since I listened to any of their music, so it was funny to me to say it's my favorite band. I truly enjoy having you in my mornings. I truly enjoy having you in my evenings, Mose. Thank you for being here, friend. 46 degrees, wow, I would die. Yeah. You don't feel like living at one point, friend. Like you want to stay in an air conditioned car or an air conditioned building. What's up, Melt? I'm a little late, but I didn't know you played the kalimba. Yes, I do actually, friend. I think I'll play it some more on streams. I feel like it would be a different, another piece of content that can bring joy to people's lives. So I have to. I know I have to. I'm smoking sativa. That sounds amazing, friend. I hope that you're enjoying it. I hope that you can feel nice and energetic and that you can get shit done. trolls are strange. I'm still, it still goes down either way. Yeah, it's true. I am. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Um, I'm so late to the stream today. Good day from French Lick. Thank you, Jabbar. Thank you for joining us, friend. You're not late because you're here. And if you can't be here, you're in the YouTube video right now. And then you're still in this moment. We're sharing a moment together. This moment is infinite. Like we have, as a unity, as a community, created a space here, right now. And then that space will forever be immortalized in footage and audio. So that space will be forever, right? You understand what I'm saying? Anybody can like always tune in to that space and enjoy this tranquility, enjoy this calm that we have with each other right now. Thank you for the wholesome friend. I really appreciate it. Love from Montana. Thank you for reading comments. Those true strains, I literally starter. You're welcome, my friend. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for the wholesome award again, friend. Started smoking. I hope that you enjoy, friend. Ninja reference to the Antwoord. Oh. Oh. Like for some reason I was thinking about Ninja the streamer first. But I don't listen to the Antwoord, so that's probably why. Been looking for you dude. My friend, I'm going to be here every single day the exact same time. So you don't have to look. You just have to know, okay, around this time right now, look at your watch. Meltmore is going to be live for the whole year. So stonks, dude. You don't have to look. You can always find. Or if you can't find me here, you can always find me on YouTube with Meltmore. I don't really have a favorite strain, but there's a lot I love. Like it's such a cool art because it literally is like breeding different strains and getting different phenotypes. Like even in your seed, you'll have better and let me just say you'll have variation in your DNA, and that variation in your DNA like makes a variation in your bud, and then that variation in bud creates a different smoking experience. Like I don't feel like there's a lot of things where you have that much control and intent over, and then you get such a rewarding product back from it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's just the involvement of it. Very, very involved. When I was younger, different strains was the thing. The older I get, it's all the same. It's just me, I know. Well, maybe like that's the process or the lifestyle or the feeling you had to go through. Now you realize that, or at least you've experienced all of these different strains, and you're no longer obsessed with that part of yourself or obsessed with that need for different strains. So you've moved past it. You've grown, friend. Lol, older ages, in the 40s. Yeah, I feel like in your 40s is when I start to see you as in your older ages, because my parents are in their 40s. Actually, my dad is 50 now. My mom is still in her 40s. But soon not to be. But like especially with the technology we have and that's growing, like we're probably going to live to 200 years easy. Pretty easy, I guess. I love from Montana. I have to work. So much love to all here and to you, my friend. Thank you so much, friend. Enjoy your work. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you again. Yo, man, your positivity is infectious. Good, friend. Like there's an infectious disease spreading all over the world right now, so maybe I can battle it, dude. Like arm wrestle COVID, dude. Positivity versus COVID, dude. Infect more people with it. Thanks, you ego. Yeah, technically, thank you, ego. Are you saying thank you, ego? Technically, this is just one of the egos that the ultimate self has, right? And we get to experience a life based on that ego, or the ego is formed based on the life. However you want to. I think actually it's the latter. Is it the latter? I don't know. Anyway, the one that life forms the ego. So basically, the ego is formed by attaching things that the self likes in this body because of the genetics it has and because of the preferences of the parents and whatever. You form this egoic mind, and the egoic mind basically just tells you that you're separate, that you're this one being, and only this one being, this small little part of this big universe. When in fact you are this big universe experiencing a small little part of it. Shh, it's crazy. It's so crazy. It gets to be about the terps and flavonoids. Exactly. That's what's most important, friend. The terps and the flavonoids. Peace out, friends. Sending love from the snowy cold Montanas. Work is going to be cold. Enjoy, friend. I hope it's not too cold. I hope you have a nice warm jacket and gloves. Good luck. Good luck, my friend. Keep warm, be safe. I will, friend. Thank you so much. Hey, Dan. Good to see you again as well. Good morning to you, my friend. Oh, yeah, it is good morning to you. I was about to say. Wait, what time is it in South Africa right now? It is 5 in South Africa right now. I feel you too, my friend. It's very peaceful. I love it. Thank you. I also feel very peaceful, actually. Birds will be singing, so can't complain. Is your lemon haze a sativa or indica? This one is a sativa, friend. As far as I'm concerned, at least. We had it tested as well, and it came out like almost pure THC, which is surprising. Maybe it was the time it was harvested. Maybe it got harvested a little bit early, but I'm not sure exactly. Did I miss the 5 a.m. dance? Yes, friend. You've missed it by just about 12 hours. But it will be again. It'll be again. Thank you for the helpful award. I appreciate it, Matthias. I was wondering about that too. I was up early but never saw the stream. No, I definitely did stream. I streamed twice this morning actually. I just think Reddit is like I'm trying to kind of understand how the Reddit algorithm must work because it feels like it's almost what's the word I'm looking for? Scheduled. Like it will sometimes show my streams and then sometimes not show the streams, which I'm not complaining about. Like let the Reddit algorithm be what it be. But I'm also curious. I wonder if the amount of likes that comes in, the amount of awards the person gets, uh, and then maybe the time frame. Little spider on my hand. Maybe the time frame of like how fast that stuff happens. I'm very curious about statistics and data, but I guess that would be something that Reddit doesn't want you to know. It do be like that. It do be like that. We are always in Afrikaans friend zone. Afrikaan friend zone? Yeah, I guess. All of you are my friends. Thank you for the hugs, my friend. Hey, friend, I just finished my stream. It was fun today. Hey, Gerber, I hope that you enjoyed it, my friend. I hope that you had a chat with a bunch of cool people. If you're in the States, his 5 a.m. dance is nighttime here. 10 p.m. Like Eastern time, exactly. It's a little bit later. Like, I considered waking up even earlier, but I don't think that's completely realistic. I'm already trying to be in bed by 9, and I mean like literally in bed. So I'd like go to my room and like have my meditation session and all of that like by 8ish. So instead of I can get in bed early enough. So I'll have to like start heading to my room at like 7:30 to get in bed like by 8 if I want to wake up at 4 a.m. and that's a little bit sketch. Little bit sketch. It's like breeding Pokemon law. What? Matthew? I don't like. Am I missing something? Oh, you're talking about the weed. It's like breeding Pokemon. In a way, yeah, actually. Gotta breed them all. Well, that explains why I missed it. That's probably why, my friend. That is probably why. Like they are on the Reddit page or my Reddit page, but I don't upload those to YouTube. I considered it, but I feel like with copyright laws and stuff like that, it would be too much of a headache. I love your happiness. Thank you, friend. I love yours as well. Thank you for sharing your happiness with me. And I hope that you, in turn, share it back. Gotta bring them all. Good stream today. I enjoy. Thank you, Matthijs. Thank you, friend. Hello, friend. Do you eat Mrs. Ball's chili chutney? We actually have a bottle of Mrs. Ball's chili chutney in the house, interestingly enough. Thank you always for your positivity. It brings joy for so many people, and you are loved, my friend. You are loved as well. I am loved, loving, lovable. I am loved, loving, and lovable forever. Try and say that, friend. Affirm it to the universe. I am loved, loving, lovable. I am loved, loving, lovable. It's such a powerful affirmation, and it's something that I'd highly encourage you to try. Still awake. How many hours now, Gary Bear? Yeah, Gary Bear has probably been up for like how many? It's like more than 30 hours, like 35 hours by now or something. I'd like drop dead, dude. I would not be able to do that. Based on organs. I'll see you in Valhalla. What? Yeah, but I'll see you in Valhalla. Thank you for the platinum, friend. Love the vibes, man. Keep it up. God, one lit with you right now. Thank you for your vibes, my friend. I really appreciate the love that you share with us and that you share with me. Hi, friend. I needed your positive vibes today, man. Lots and lots of love to you. Thank you, friend. I'm feeling your lots and lots of love, dude. Really, really, really. Thank you so much. Good chit chat. Good chat today. Gotta go. Bye, everyone. Have a great day and lots of love. Thank you. Unable Midnight. Thank you, friend. I appreciate your love that you're sharing with us, and I hope to see you again. 5 or almost 6. Gotta go. Cheers, friend. Cheers. I always watch your morning dance before I go to bed here in America. Does it help? It might be positive, but it might be over energetic as well. Might get you hyped to stand up and dance with me. If you live in the US, his dancing streams are about 9 p.m. Central. It's good that you're telling me this as well. Now I know. Thank you, Mose. Yeah, something I don't get notifications for streams, but sometimes I do. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. It's something that my brother told me as well. Like once I was streaming and he like came and showed me that he got a notification for it, but he's not gotten any since. So I don't know. Maybe it had like I don't understand why it is like that. It doesn't really make sense to me. Thank you for the wholesome friend, and thank you for the helpful Dan. I appreciate it, friends. Can you tell us about your meditation session? I'm curious and interested about it. So I don't mind actually at all. But the gist of it is I go to my room, I become comfortable, and then I pull cards. So I have a deck of sacred geometry cards. And basically, it is the 64 cards that have sacred geometry embedded within them. So what that means is sacred geometry is like mathematical formulas we find in our universe expressed into 2D images, and that's sacred geometry. And then there's these paintings by this name. What's her name? I can't remember her name, and I feel bad for it. But she made this book, and she made these cards of canvases that had these sacred geometries embedded within them. So I pull a few cards. I look at the sacred geometry. I look at the beauty of the images, and then I get some information out of those cards. After that, I write down something that I'm thankful for within my day, and I add it to a box that I'm going to gift myself at the end of the year to see what I was grateful for throughout the year. And then I meditate. And if it's not just me sitting with a straight back, with my eyes closed and focusing, I do breath work, and basically 30 deep breaths. Breathe out on the 30th, hold that as long as you can, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in again, hold that as long as you can, and then meditate again. It's a little bit more active or intense, if you will, but it's been really good for me. It's helped a lot. Thank you for the Health for the World award, B Dubs. I appreciate it, my friend. Good day, Meltmore. Hope you are well. So glad I can join you again. I'm so glad you can join me as well, my friend. I am well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the space with us. Yeah. Thank you for asking as well, my friend. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out to catch up on some much needed 36 hours. Yeah. You need to go to sleep, Gare Bear. Good night, my friend. I hope you're well. Damn, 36 hours. Dude, that's not good for you. Also, congrats on 500 YouTube subs. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. I am absolutely blown away, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you who are contributing in this journey that we're on. 502 technically YouTube subs already. Wow. Thank you so much for subbing. It really means the world to me. It means so much, and we're growing. We're actively growing. I can't imagine how far we will go, how much of a difference we'll make, what change we can inspire. There's no question, my friend. I am loved, loving, and lovable. That's a given for sure. Yes, Brenda. Yes, it is. Matthew says he screamed it. Good, friend. Like, claim it, own it, man. Calling things into existence. Actual manifestation. I have to go to class, but I'll catch the rest on YouTube. Best wishes to everyone. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to having you on the channel. And thank you so much for sharing, friend. I hope that school is, or class, I should say rather, is good. I hope that you learn something useful. I hope that it inspires you to become better. What part of SA are you in? I took a trip to Korea pre-COVID, and it was beautiful. So I'm in the Mpumalanga area. So if Cape Town is down here, I'm like up here. Reddit is weird with their live streaming. It is pretty weird with the live streaming. Like, I think they don't realize what an amazing opportunity it is for their platform. And they're kind of like laxy-davy with it. They're like, oh yeah, we'll just change your streaming hours, or oh yeah, we'll just, not promote you to the people that follow you actively, or like, oh yeah, we'll just, drop your stream. But I mean, it's a beautiful platform, and I wouldn't have been able to meet all of you beautiful people if it wasn't for it. So yes, thank you, Reddit. Actually, scratch everything else, just thank you, Reddit. Thank you for bringing us together. Anything interesting happened today? So yeah, I guess you can say that. I went from feeling a lot of anger, actually, I think anger is the right word, to completely expelling it, friend. So, like, I can go into the details, but I feel like I don't want to too much. Basically, me and a friend have been having conflict, and I feel like in myself that conflict has been completely dissolved. And it's with what he said to me as well. So I completely credit him in that, and it feels good. That's awesome. It's so inspiring. Thanks. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for sharing. Meltmore on YouTube. Yes, Mose, you're right. That's the one. Where Are You looks peaceful in the background. It is peaceful in the background, friend. You can see a little bit more of it if I do this quickly for you. But it's quite peaceful. It's quite relaxed. The wind isn't too bad today either, so we're gonna have stonks audio quality. I'm so happy about it. Made it to 500. Woot! Yeah, my friend. I made it to 500. So, to those of you who don't know, it was my goal for this whole year to reach at least 1,000. I would have been completely ecstatic if I could have reached 1,000 by the end of the year. And now it's the 11th of February and we already reached 500. What? It blows my mind. Like, how is that even possible? Thank you so much, everyone. Like, really, thank you. I am loved, loving, lovable. Yes, friend, I am loved, loving, lovable. And then you can add some extra masala, some flavor. Forever and always, I am loved, loving, lovable, forever and always. And it feels good, friend. Thank you for the stonks, Matthew. And that you can only stream with a certain amount of karma. Yeah, like I kind of get that actually, Matthew. And I was thinking about it with me helping you as well. And it was more of like I think they don't want people creating like a brand new Reddit account and then streaming with that brand new Reddit account some hectic shit, like account they can throw away. So they were like, maybe violence or whatever. And I think maybe that's why they do it. They kind of want people to actually already have like a personality on the platform. Like you have to go and comment and post stuff and do stuff like that to actually gain karma. So maybe that's why, friend. I think maybe that's why. Tuning into your positive vibes while I make Kandi. What's Kandi, friend? I don't actually know. Maybe it's probably food. Something that you make. Maybe it's a piece of art. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Is that the ocean? No, friend. I'm quite a while away from the ocean. How do you balance the desire for success with being happy with where you are? So, it's an interesting question, friend. And it's one that I've been very aware of as well. Because I have a very real desire to be successful and a very big drive to get me there. And it's something that I've always kind of shied away from admitting within myself and admitting to others as well, because I feel like in our society we're almost taught to fear our desires and to fear the things that we want in this life and to think of it as evil. But in reality, desire is almost the root of everything. It's the root of everything that you've done in your whole life. Like, if it wasn't for the desire of hunger or the desire of food, you wouldn't get up from the couch to go and eat something. So in the same way, desire was the initial thing in the mind of God to create. If God saw his desire to create as something that's negative or as something that is undeserving, or why isn't he happy with where he is right now without creating, like, there would have not been creation. So desire has a very important role in our lives. I just think the most important thing is our intent for that desire. If we have the right intent for desiring something in this world, like that is what's most important. If you desire something, ask yourself, does this thing I desire serve my truest purpose? And if you can answer yourself yes, then desire whatever you want to desire, friend. And I think becoming actively aware of your desires as well, to the point of writing them down. So you close your eyes and you ask yourself, what do I want? Or what do I desire? And then you write down these things on a scrap of paper. And then you do it again. And you ask yourself again, what do I want? What do I desire? And then you write these things. And you do that 7 times. And then you look through all of those and you kind of see yourself like almost narrowing down on something that you truly desire. And when you realize that you don't actually desire to drive this car or to eat this ice cream or to sleep with this many women, you kind of filter down to what it is you really desire in this life. And that is how you form the perfect intent for your desires. That is at least how I've come to my, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? My feelings of safety, I guess, when it comes to desiring success and being happy with where I am. Nice curls, bro. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the compliment. And now onwards to 1,000 subs. Yes, 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 yes. Like the mountain has not been climbed just yet. We're just halfway up there. Do you have a main thing you do in life? Nice vibes. A main thing I do in life? I guess create, friend. Actively creating with the words that I speak, with my actions, with the way I interact with this beautiful world. I'm actively creating. Good answer. I agree as well. Thank you, friend. Kandi is jewelry for raves that are made of plastic beads. Thank you, Dan, for letting me know. Like, I go to some raves, but I didn't even know that. Maybe it's because I've never worn any. Working on any art tonight, anyone? I'll be painting. I'll maybe work on some art. Just a maybe. Maybe. Kandi is just necklaces we trade at raves. Okay, so you trade them. You don't even sell them. That's even better. Yeah, I like that. So you just, like, you make a bunch of Kandi, and then you go to this rave, and then you meet some random person, and you see they have a bunch of Kandi, and then you exchange your Kandis with each other. Is that the point? Or you trade? That sounds amazing. Do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That is a question I've not considered, friend. I feel like our growth is going to be so, like, explosive that I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine where we'll be in 5 years. I can't even imagine, friend. It's almost too grand of an imagination for me to verbalize. I feel like we're gonna change this world, friend. Absolutely, unequivocally, undeniably, this world is going to be changed. And it's going to be through our active awareness and active involvement in that change that is going to happen. So, like, never mind where I see myself in 10 years. Where do I see the world in 10 years? Whew. We have to change. We have to change. We've been going on a path that is not sustainable. And we are changing. We are. And it's making me happy. And I think in the next 10 years, we're going to change so much more. And it's going to be beautiful. And it's going to be peaceful. Neat. I love it. I love you. Jabot. I really do, my friend. Thank you for still being here. I just realized I watch your YouTube vids on my Switch. Nintendo, if you don't know. You can watch. Yeah, I do know the Switch, friend. I considered getting myself a Switch when I was in China, but I'm happy that I didn't. I don't think I'd be using it right now, and that's pretty cool. would be a pretty nice experience. It is a 7-inch screen, right? I don't know if it's HD or anything. Is it HD? Maybe 1080p, or is it 720? Probably it's 1080p. Yeah, you can. You definitely can. Interestingly enough, as well, the first, like, media device I had was my PSP, and the PSP was so far ahead of its time at that point. It was such a cool device, actually. Gave me access to the internet as well for the first time, but it was so painful typing with those. You have the keyboard and then you have to use the arrow keys to navigate. Pretty painful. Greetings from Germany to my brother from another mother. Greetings to you, my friend. Thank you for joining me again. Have you ever been to a rave? Yes, I have. His missus. But I don't call them raves. I call them psytrance festivals. But I guess you can call it a rave, technically. Exactly. You trade in Kandi bracelets for a Kandi bracelet. Okay. They often have letter plastic beads with a tiny message on them. That is so wholesome. That is so wholesome. I really like that actually. Exactly. You trade it with other Kandi folks or just give it away to people you meet. I love giving people their first Kandi. It's usually a pretty exciting moment. That sounds so cool actually. That makes me really happy to think about that as well. Because it's like giving someone love, right? You're sitting down, making this candy, and you're making it with the intent of love, and then you go out to this rave, and you meet this person, and in that moment you make a decision to give that love that you've created to that person for the first time as well, as you said, and you're making a difference. You're changing the world in doing something like that. You're showing someone something that they don't really recognize in this world, and that's love and kindness for no reason. Man, that's really cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. It's go time. It's always go time, my friend. Man, you give such nice and kind vibes. Thank you for sharing your time and happiness with the world. Thank you for sharing your time and happiness with me, friend. Like, we are literally in this together. We're creating a conscious field, a space. And this conscious field in space is bigger than our planet, bigger than our universe, and it transcends. It transcends this universe even. It's changing other dimensional energies as well. Think about that for a second. We are making waves, literally. Yeah, it's really nice to watch on. Yeah, I think it would be. The Switch would definitely be helpful. And it's also nice and comfortable, like you have some handles, right? I love it. I have a PSP too. PSPs were so cool. And then the PS Vita came out as well. And I think, again, it was also ahead of its time. Like, it was too much for what the technology could do with it. Or at least the game development technology, I should say, rather. Because it even had like a touchback, so you could, like, for instance, there was this one game that you could touch it and then it would like create a ridge, so you could like maneuver a ball like you would do if you were like holding a blanket. So cool for a device that's like almost 10 years old by now. How old is the PS Vita? Can any of you tell me? I don't think it's 10 years old. Could it be 10 years old? I think that's too old for it. Also loving the Zen space of yours. It's not mine, friend. This is not my space. This is our space. Favorite game was God of War, The Ghost of Sparta. On the PSP, what was my favorite game? I think Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, that was a stonky game. Was it that one? Yeah, that's the one that's like the most pronounced in my memory. So I'm gonna stay with that. Salute, salute to you as well, Xavier, bro. On my, oh my goodness, your username is my dog's name and my favorite movie ever. Just a slight spelling difference. Yeah, interestingly enough, you're probably talking about the Beetlejuice name. When I was like a really, like I was still a kid. I was trying to play this like online sort of space game, and I had to like sign up with a username. It asked me for, and I was like, what is this username? And like I knew about Beetlejuice, the star, the giant star, and I was like, well, it's a space game. I'm gonna call myself Beetlejuice, and my like 9-year-old self spelled Beetlejuice to the best of my abilities, and it kind of created that name, and it's a name that I've carried, I guess, for a long time. That was always my online persona, I guess. And then with intent this time, I chose myself a new name, and that became the name Meltmore. But tell your dog Beetlejuice hi for me, please. What do you do for work? I'm a creator, friend. I'm a creator. Great minds think alike, my friend. They do. They actually do. And I think we can also tune in, literally. Like, when they've actually done studies about this, if two people have a conversation with each other, their brain waves literally start to sync up. So you're literally tuning into a vibrational frequency. Vita is 10 years old in December. Like, I wasn't even that far off then. That's crazy. That, like, boggles me. What a cool little device that was. Damn, holy moly, right? And the PSP is even older than that. That's the worst part. Ratchet and Clank finally got to 100%. That one as an adult. You 100% did Ratchet and Clank? Like, I take my hat off for you, friend. Man, it was a hard game. It was a really hard game. PSP must be so old then. Yeah, it's probably like ancient. Where are you from? I'm in South Africa, my friend. I used to go by Bizarre Rabbit because of my Xbox gamer tag. You see what I mean? It's like you start to associate, just in the same way that you associate with your human name, if you can call it that. You get like your internet name, and then it literally becomes a new ego. It becomes an actual ego. uh, hmm. I heard a kid say it's like an old Xbox but worse. When he was talking about an NES, it was cringe. An old Xbox but worse, dude. The NES was such a machine, dude. I never actually got to play on an NES. Really, I like when I was 2 years old, like literally a 2 year old. Um, was it a 2 years old? Like I was basically infantile. My dad bought me a PlayStation 1 because my dad's a gamer as well. At least he used to be. And yeah, then he played PlayStation 1. So I grew up with PlayStation 1 in the house. Got the PlayStation 2. Got the PlayStation 3. I bought that for myself. And then I switched over to PC. It was uh, it was a good time though. Man, the PlayStation 2 gave us a lot of good hours. How do you make money to pay your bills? I'm currently in the middle of a career change and I'm struggling with making good money, doing what I love. I'm not making money at the moment, friend. I'm not making money. And I've come to accept that. And fortunately, my my parents were willing to take me in, be it in the middle of the epidemic and everything. And we do live on the farm, and there's a lot to do here on the farm as well. So I stay busy, at least as much as I can. And yeah, fortunately, very, very fortunately, my parents are creating a little nest egg for me, or not a nest egg, create a safe environment for me to grow this apple tree that I'm growing right now. Hmm. Are you smoking that Durban poison? No, friend. I'm not smoking Durban poison. I'm smoking some lemon haze, in fact, actually. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, they give you a bunch of free games for the NES and the SNES. That's so cool, friend. So you get like stonks games. PS1 was my first. Metal Gear Solid was my favorite. Yo, dude. Metal Gear Solid was an OG game, dude. It was so good. Hello again, my friend. I hope your day is going well in SA. It is, friend. It's going really well. Thank you for sharing some love. Oops, I put and in all caps. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry at all. Yeah, that money card struggle with the PS. Oh, the memory card. Yes, dude. I remember us getting like a 16 megabyte memory card for the PS2, and we were like blown away, dude. Like, you guys see, dude, a 16 megabyte memory card, dude. Like, wow. How did they not have storage inside of the PlayStation? Couldn't have a save file if you didn't have one of those little floppy disks stuck in your PS. Dude, I agree with the PSP. It was as good as any console at that time, but handheld, unreal. Exactly, friend. And the discs were like this big. How did they do that? It blows my mind. Thank you, Daz, for the platinum, friend. I appreciate the stonks love. It's like hitting me in the face. There is a sick Lego set of the NES. Oh, I killed the bug and it stuck to my hand. uh, There was a sick Lego set of the NES. It even has the cartridge that you can pop in and out. That sounds so cool, actually. The Dreamcast was way ahead of its time too. First disc-based console. We grow up in such a weird time because we got to grow up and saw like how bad subjectively technology was with like the dial-up internet and like the PlayStation 1 graphics, like comparatively bad. And now we're watching us like enter this age of like 3090s and running games at like 2K at 250 FPS, and it's mind-boggling how far we've come in such a short period of time. But we got to see that change and that shift in technology. Like the kids that we are going to have, or the kids being born right now, they're just like entering this age of like unreal technology, and they're just like, oh wait, seems normal, seems cool, yeah, I understand, and we're just like, things are changing. Things are changing. My first console was the GameCube. Oh, Wii, dude, yo. I played so much Wii in my life as well. What an OG game console as well. Man, having the interactions. Since you mentioned you're on PC now, there's a good emulator for Metal Gear Solid. Whew. It would be something very nostalgic to play, but I'm not sure if I'd be able to. It would be like the controls and the graphics would probably hurt me, I think. Maybe I'm just being too much of a millennial. Dude, Poopsie. His name is Dan, if you want to remember. Yes, I remember playing some old Godzilla game with the cartridge pop out. With that cartridge pop out. Man, oh, it's so cool, the ages that we've lived in. Like there's the most change being changed, like the most change and the most progress is being made in this period that we get to be alive in. And it's unreal. It's surreal, actually. Human consciousness is a tragic misstep in evolution. Agree or disagree? I completely disagree, because it is not evolution that drives intelligence, it's intelligence that drives evolution. Wow, speaking of memory cards, 3 years ago I saw Walmart have a ton on sale for $19. 3 years ago. Like, is it a single cartridge for $19, or was it a lot of them for $19? And maybe you should have bought them. Could have made like some stonks in 50 years. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive indeed, Matthijs. Where are you from? South Africa. You got it, friend. Pretty sure Steam has Metal Gear Solid. They have a lot of old games and new ones as well. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. Wii Sport was the best. Wii Sport was the best, friend. Man, bowling, boxing, yo. Like, you would get, like, out of breath boxing on Wii Sports. Pretty sure, yeah. I think they do, friend. So, I think I'm going to end this stream. It was so much fun sharing the space with all of you. Thank you for being here with me. And I think the lesson I want to leave you with today is completion. And completing the things, or at least the thought loops that we have in our minds. And to become ultra aware of them, to the point where we can overcome them and where we can stop like over analyzing the feelings that we are feeling. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again tomorrow.